Hello and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tunkar, your bartender in the OSR. I'm a proprietor of the Tankar's Tavern blog. This is episode 69. It's a Tuesday, which means we're going to be looking at some Kickstarters, but got a little stuff to talk about before that. Yesterday was a big announcement from Wizards of the Coast, and that they released the Wayfarers. Sorry. Ooh, bad. The Wayfinders. If you wouldn't want to be a Wayfarer. The Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron for 50 on the DM's Guild. If you don't know what the DM's Guild is a store offered through One Bookshelf, which is Drive-Thru and RPG Now, which allows people to use certain proprietary D&D, Wizards of the Coast IP, to write their own products so long as they're distributed through the DM's Guild. And you get less of a percentage of the sale than if you were publishing this by yourself, but you wouldn't get access to the IP. So the IP that was open prior to this was Ravenloft and the Forgotten Realms. Greyhawk is not yet open. So if you're a third-party publisher, like Joe Block, the Greyhawk Grognard, who I am sure would love to publish stuff for Greyhawk, you've still got to wait. But Eberron is now open, and if you wanted to write for them, they released a $20 PDF, which I just mentioned, the Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron, and according to its blurb, the Wayfinder's Guide to Eberron brings the eponymous campaign setting to the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. Now, it was first born in 2002. This 175-page book gives you everything you need to create an Eberron story or character, exploring the core themes of the setting and the rules to implement them in 5th edition. It includes an overview of Corvair and the fantastic city of Sharn, along with a host of background ideas and story hook. Playtest material includes the unique races of Eberron, the mystical dragon marks, and new magic items. This is a living document, and this content will evolve and be updated in response to feedback. Now, I really never played 3X or 3E. My dabbling in such was through the DDO, Dungeons & Dragons Online. And that's how I learned about the Eberron setting, because that was a setting for DDO. And it was nice enough. You know, it was interesting, and I guess it's probably a good fit for 5e. I'm sure there were a lot of people that were clamoring and waiting for it. Now, it's not the only setting that was announced yesterday. Dungeons & Dragons, according to Polygon.com, Dungeons & Dragons gets a major crossover with Magic the Gathering this fall. After many free source books, Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica will be the first in print. The $49.95 hardcover source book should be in stores on November 20th. It will include everything that fans of the original tabletop role-playing game need to explore the world of Ravnica, including classes, races, monsters, and setting information on its top 10 opposing guilds. So, if you are a Magic the Gathering player, and you've been dying to play in that game's main setting, you're going to have a chance to come this fall. My experience with Magic the Gathering as a game was very limited. I don't think I actually ever successfully played a session of Magic the Gathering. I did have the beta cards, and I made some decent money selling them back to the same store I bought them from in their original boxes and packs. I had some powerful things. So if I invested $200 in the game, I probably made back about $800 before my, I don't say not my non-valuable cards, but my less valuable cards went through the fucking wash. Yep, don't put your cards in your pocket and not check your pocket before you're doing your wash. Can't blame anybody but myself on that one. All right, so let's get on to the Kickstarters. let's touch upon some easy peasy stuff. First off, ending today, about 8 hours from when I'm recording this. So I'm recording this just before 10 a.m. So you got until about 6 p.m. Eastern, maybe less. City of Brass, epic adventure for 5e and Swords and Wizardry from Frog God Games. It's at 66,700. It's looking nice, looking strong. It's easily funded. It has some amazing artwork. It's got one of the recent additions to it is now, if you're a backer, you can order reprints of the original 3 books from the Necromancer box set. Those 3 books are $30. The initial box set is extremely expensive on the aftermarket. I said, I've seen the artwork for this. It looks freaking awesome. The $70,000 stretch goal. It's City of Brass promo poster, approximately 11 by 17. I'd really like to see that get hit. So we got a couple of hours. You should be able to hit that, and maybe the next one with some more handouts. But yeah, that's the City of Brass. Frog God Games, yes. I'm associated with the Frog God Games. I'm their convention coordinator. I guess I have convention duties. I've not really been told what my duties entail, but they entail something, I'm sure. So, moving on to one that launched yesterday, and I'm watching this damn ticker get higher and higher. The Fantasy Trip, old school role playing, Steve Jackson games. This is Melee and Wizard. This is the precursor to GURPS. This is the Fantasy Trip, which was published from 1977 to 1982. You can definitely see its wargaming background in this, but it is an underappreciated. Well, I thought it was an underappreciated system. I would say that the fact that it had a $20,000 goal and was funded, I don't know. I don't know if it took an hour. I know it was funded the same afternoon and then some. And right now, that 20,000 goal, we're looking at over 78,000 raised. It's got 31 days to go. There is no rush, but yeah, there is a rush because I want to see it hit all these damn stretch goals. You know, that's where you want to be, right? Let me give you the important price points. If you just want the Melee and Wizard books, okay, in print, it's $30. And in addition to the books, you get the PDF of the Fantasy Trip Legacy Edition. So you don't get that in print, you get that in PDF. So that's $30. Two books in print. Oh, sorry, 2 micro games boxed in print, and the PDF of what was, I guess, Advanced Melee and Advanced Wizard, but kind of collated into one book. So then you have the Legacy Edition. That's where I'm in at right now. The Legacy Edition is a larger box holding the 2 smaller boxes. Okay. You get the you get the Legacy Edition boxed set with the Melee and Wizard boxes within. You get In the Labyrinth and Tullankar's Lair, which are 2 adventures, and of course the Fantasy Trip Legacy Edition PDF. Now, I gotta say, I'm looking, and it is tempting to back for 110 because it will include 2 playmats, laminated artwork by Dyson. For the Melee playmat, it's a 14 by 24. For the Wizard, it's a 24 by 24. It is tempting. However, I do know me. If I run this, it's going to be on a VTT, so I will have my playmat on screen, and I don't think I'll need it. But man, it is tempting. And I should mention that I did a short question interview deal with Steve end of June, early this month, by email. And I'll be putting that up shortly. A few questions that the community had, and some questions that I had. So we'll get that up. But yeah, very cool. This one was one I was really looking forward to. Next one we're looking at, the GM's Tarot Storytelling Made Easy. This is one that Tim Shorts brought to my attention last week. And it's got 6 days to go. Goal was about 3,100. It's at 8,500. So what are we talking about here? We are talking about tarot-sized cards that will allow you to come up with plot lines and counters. It's system neutral. It's been play tested according to them by multiple gaming groups using selection of game systems, including 5th edition D&D, A Song of Fire of Ice and Fire, that is the Game of Thrones, Pendragon, the Dresden Files RPG, and Desolation RPG. So, I had to back it. I'm a sucker for cards when it comes to cards in my gaming for inspiration, whether it's in-game, as I'm running the game, or if I am getting ready for a game. I love the inspiration that the right card deck can give you. So I pledged for $20, and I receive one general story building deck in both PDF and physical tarot cards. It will include 17 location cards, 17 encounter cards, 17 hook cards, and 3 wild cards. So, not too shabby. What else we got here? Oh, yeah. I gotta end this on a fun note. All right, so we've covered this one before. All-weather dice tubes. Because, when it rains, don't worry about protecting your fucking books. Worry about your dice, because maybe they're made out of sugar and they might melt. Maybe they're really gelatin, because they look like they could be gelatin. No, they're not. Okay. So, the goal was converted from Hong Kong dollars. The goal of $994 is at $901 raised with 9 days to go. What do you think about that? Still hasn't funded. It has a chance to, and I can guarantee you, if they're going to fall short, that somebody from the team will back for just enough to get this over the hump, because you know it, you need it. So well, I guess I wouldn't store my dice in here, but if I was if I wanted to keep my heroin from getting wet and screwed up, it's a perfect thing. It reminds me, I could have seen my my past overtime in the late 90s storing their narcotics in these. I actually, come to think of it, I think I got hydro on somebody in a container similar to this. Really, I don't understand why you need a all-weather dice tube, but yes, please look at the videos proving how it's waterproof and it's ice-proof, or Jesus. In any case, it's still available. It hasn't funded yet. Have fun. Thank you, folks. By the way, thank you to my patron backers. My new chair arrived early this morning. It's the chair that you helped pay for. I will be replacing my +1, which, of course, right now doesn't want to squeak as I sit in it and turn around. But if I was not wanting it to squeak, it certainly would. So, thank you again. Stay safe. God bless. Roll your dice well. And I will talk with you all tomorrow.